Dear viewers, it's my pleasure to inform you a good number of techniques and the tactics how to develop your reading skills in context of legal research and so on. What type of legal research a learned advocate must have to go through at the time of submitting before the court or at the time of preparing is or her brief, more particularly the drafting. Drafting is key factor for becoming an extraordinary lawyer here in Bangladesh and the world. We know very well that without having prepared drafting skill, no one will be able to attract or no one will be able to get the exact test of practice. The four key skills, more particularly writing, drafting skill, verbal submission before the court, client handling, at the same time legal research and analysis is mostly needed. Nowadays in Bangladesh, what practice is being found very often is that some towers and brokers are nowadays collecting the briefs from the grassroots levels and they are just trying to make money, nothing more than that. They are not paying more attention to deep their knowledge vessel so that they can learn a lot. Without having proper legal knowledge and proper legal research, certainly there is a guarantee that they will not be able to become a very good lawyer. So for that reason, what we need to do is to increase our study time, legal research and legal work so that our clients can get much more benefit regarding this matter. It is a matter of sorrow and great regret that in Bangladesh Supreme Court Bar Library, there are scarcity of a good number of books that is badly needed for us. And whenever we enter into the library of Bangladesh Supreme Court Bar, we don't find our required books. That is very, very painful for us, those who are enthusiastic enough to fulfill their knowledge vessel with that kind of intact knowledge and so on. So, no challenge to say that in our neighboring country, India, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka and some other countries, if we notice that they are resourceful and they are qualified enough in their professional experience and skills, what are the factors behind that? The key factor is that they always try to put their labor, they always try to invest their hard work with a view to acquiring proper knowledge on legal terminologies and legal basis. So in our country, we are lagging behind of legal research and we are not ready to waste our time thinking that, yes, no, study can never be our milestone of becoming success. Political slogan and dogmatic activism of any political party may bring and may make someone the extraordinary that we believe. That is very, very bad and that is false and that is not true. It is true enough that in Bangladesh, most of the law graduates are running after the political parties and they are not being able to acquire proper knowledge on a particular issue or the particular matter. Those who are enthusiastic to fulfill their knowledge vessel while study and legal research are being just deprived from their basic rights and fundamental rights or the core rights here in the Supreme Court premises. That should be kicked out without having any delay. Those who have been the leader here in Bangladesh Supreme Court Bar Association are not just working for the betterment of the learned advocates of this Bar Association. They are just trying to make money and they are just trying to running after the political party and the political agenda and the take. That has to be kicked out and without having any delay, learned advocate should have to stand against that kind of activities. Needless to say that in the Supreme Court Bar Library, there is no adequate books and journals for the learned advocates to reach themselves in a well-defined and particular way so that they can become a very, very good and competent lawyer here in the court premises. On the other hand, if we look at Pakistan, if you look at India, if you look at any other developed countries, library and any other developed countries' premises, legal premises or the legal fraternity, we must know and we must see that They are trying to give more emphasis on study and legal research, but it is being ignored and neglected very mercilessly here in our country. So it is relevant to point out that those who are young lawyers are trying to run after the political party. They rather don't have any time to invest in study and research purpose. That will certainly create a huge crisis here in the upcoming days and the years to make very, very competent lawyer and a very, very qualified lawyer. That is very, very sorrowful matter for us. It is interesting to say that those who are interesting and those who are interested and those who are intended enough to study a lot are not getting the opportunity here, and they are being deprived in different angles, and without having the proper quality and without having the proper experience and skills on legal drafting, verbal submission, and the legal training and the legal skills. Some learned advocates are getting the appointment in the Attorney General's office, and they are just counting the money, and they are just thinking that why should we just spare our valuable time to acquire proper knowledge, as we have been evaluated by the political leaders in that extent without having any dedication to the study and legal research. So if this kind of tendency is going on, and if it runs, then there is no doubt that in the upcoming days we will feel crisis, and there would be a vacuum and the scarcity here in Bangladesh Supreme Court and in all tiers of the judiciary, that the efficient, learned, honest, dedicated lawyer will just flop down, and the number of the lawyer will count down. So to remain unchanged, the existence of the competent and very competent extraordinary lawyers like his Barrister Ahmed and so on. So we must have to pay more attention and impose our priority to polish ourselves, to polish our inner significance and inner heart. And we, at the very first stage and inception of our profession, must have to think that is, we are not only for making money, we must have to think and we must have to set a goal with a view to acquire proper knowledge, at the same time the humanity at all. So we are rather giving more emphasis on earning money, leaving and kicking out our learning tendency. That is badly discouraged. And from my point of view, what we need to do is to decorate our inner heart, decorate our beauty of mind, and we should have to pay more attention on and move our eyeballs on legal books, journals, and our legal research matters. Certainly, there is a rosy possibility and potentiality of becoming an extraordinary lawyer here in Bangladesh. So there is no shortcut way to be an advocate here in Bangladesh. Not only in Bangladesh, throughout the world, you will not find the very shortcut way to be a very good and extraordinary lawyer. So what we need to do for that is to burn ourselves, to roast ourselves with the proper and intact knowledge of legal terminologies and so on. So professional code of conduct and our behavior must have the reflection of a good advocate. So that is my conscience, that is my concern, but I, at the very bottom line of this report and commentary, would like to request and recommend to all the concerned here in our legal fraternity to come forward and to bring excellency in legal research and legal education. So to ensure this, the VAR leaders and the legal fraternity leaders must have to bring some change, miracle and radical changes in developing our library, in developing our academic and legal research sectors, more particularly a good number of books, a good number of journals, periodicals can be just included here with the series of books of Bangladesh Supreme Court Bar Association Library. And Supreme Court Bar Association and Bangladesh Bar Council can arrange a good number of a training program or professional workshop that is very often found here in India and some other countries. But we are not happy that Bangladesh Bar Council and Supreme Court Bar Association are not arranging such kind of professional training program to enrich the young lawyers, to enrich our professional skills, and to polish our professional latches and the drawbacks at all. So I most humbly request to the all concerned to come forward and to bring excellency in our profession, so that we should not have to bow down to those who are earning a lot of, and we should not go and lag behind, and we want to develop ourselves in a new dimension, and we want to skyrocket in our profession. We want to show ourselves, we want to see ourselves in such a definite and particular position, or the particular point, or the optimum point of success after requiring proper knowledge, proper know-how, training, skills, seminar, workshop participation, and so on. Thank you very much, dear viewers. I think and strongly believe that you will certainly stick to gun with this channel and just try to be a regular audience. And thank you very much. Thank you all.